For over 2000 years, this remote Gompa has been a sanctuary of peace, tranquility, and spiritual evolution. Even today, only the very determined can make it to this paradise. The story of getting to Phugtal Gompa starts here, at Darcha Sumdo camp. Actually, the story starts here, but we've all traveled from Chandigarh to Manali and onwards many times. So let's skip to the good part, Darcha to Shinkula and onwards to Purne. The road that goes that way is Leh, and this road that we're on is going towards Shinkula. For some distance, apparently this road is fantastic as it appears now. That's sort of, and that's the gate to enter Shinkula. It was cold. We took some pictures, set the mood right, and got going. We rode for about 9 kilometers and stopped at this little chortan. The roar of the river was so loud that I could not even hear the thoughts in my head. This must have been an interesting place to meditate. The first water crossing of our ride. कैसा लग रहा है? अच्छा लग रहा है? Okay. Looks like we'll have to push him through. Let's do that. जूते तो भीगने हैं, क्या करें? जूतों को तो भीगना है. आहा हा, ठंडा ठंडा पानी, ओ ठंडा ठंडा पानी. कौन सा चक्का फंस रहा है, सामने का पीछे का? थोड़ा पीछे आएगा? नहीं आएगा. हाँ, good. बस, शाबाश. छोड़ दो क्लच को, चले जाओ. शाबाश. That's how you do it. Well done. A combination of overcast sky, constant drizzle, freezing temperatures, altitudes of over 16,000 feet, and the resulting lack of oxygen made riding on these rough roads very difficult. My mind had started playing games by projecting images of a hot shower, hot food, and a warm bed. This tested my resolve even more to silence my complaining body and to keep pushing. The pull of exploring Zanskar was an incentive so powerful that it kept me going. I'm feeling the impact of the altitude now. I can feel the lack of oxygen in my head. There's a slight throbbing that has started, but this will be fine. It will be fine as soon as we descend from this altitude. That is Shinkula. Yeah, we did it. Shinkula at 5,045 meters. We're at the top of Shinkula Pass. The altitude, as per my Garmin GPS, is 5048 meters. Shinkula was windy and very, very cold. But I suddenly felt a strange calm spreading all over me. It was like soaking in a bath of balmy, warm water. I reckon it was a deep sense of gratitude to the universe for letting us reach this place. Or perhaps it was the assumption that from here, when we descend into the Zanskar Valley, it will be bright and sunny. As soon as we started descending from Shinkula, the sun came out. It was as if nature wanted to welcome us into Zanskar. The road, however, got more interesting with very steep inclines, sharp switchbacks, and more water crossings. We finally made it to Lakhang. Lakhang has a solitary dhaba. Later in the day, this dhaba was our lifesaver. Is there a holy mountain called Gumbo Ranjan? Um, doesn't look very spectacular from here, but if I go over to that side, it's gonna look spectacular. I don't know if you can see that little bridge over there. That's come up only a week before, and therefore it's made it easy to cross this river, and we have to head down that valley. The scenery is just spectacular, incredible. Re energized and warmed up by a few cups of hot tea, we set out again. For a while, we rode along the Kargyak River, and the scenery kept getting better and better. Just as we reached the base of Gombu Ranjan, the holy mountain, the road disappeared into the river. Altitude, fatigue, and some overconfidence resulted me in vetoing the little voice of prudence. I tried to ride through the river and fell in it, completely getting wet in the bone chilling water. So, we came to Zanskar looking for adventure, and Zanskar has delivered. I rode my bike through those rivers and with great difficulty got it all the way up to that earth moving equipment that you see there. I parked my bike behind that. There's no way we can proceed because further up the river water level has increased. So the locals are saying that the only way you can cross is in the morning when all the snow melt is less and you can see the boulders and pick your lines, but there is no road. It's just this with spectacular scenery. We were wet, cold, and completely exhausted. There was just no way we could have pushed Saurav's bike across the river that evening. So we decided to spend the night in the dhaba and headed back, riding double on Saurav's bike. Early morning on the following day, it was bright and sunny. It was a beautiful day that promised us a beautiful adventure. So, with the help of a few local travelers, we managed to cross the river and headed to Kargyak. Stay tuned to find out how we reached Purne and then on to Phugtal Gompa.